Vogue, the song that put Madonna at the top of the charts back in 1990. This morning, we find Madonna in Africa, helping to bring modern medicine to some of the poorest children on earth. Our cover story is reported by Tracy Smith.
For the children of Malawi, a song of hope. This landlocked nation of 17 million is about the size of Pennsylvania and one of the poorest countries on earth. Disease is rampant here, and pediatric health care is almost unheard of. But this past July, Malawi's children got some help. To you and me, she's Madonna. But to people in the city of Blantyre, Malawi, she's the lady behind the new hospital. And she was here for opening day.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful hospital. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Madonna.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. This is Mercy.
Hi, Mercy.
Esther,
Tracy. Nice to meet you.
Stella,
Hi, Esther.
and David.
Mercy, Esther, Stella, and David are 4 of her 6 children, and all from Malawi.
The brightest, most cheerful hospital entrance I've ever seen.
This was actually the first time she'd seen the finished building.
Let's go on a tour.
The Mercy James Pediatric Surgery Center, named for her adopted daughter, has new operating rooms and a children's ICU.
Are these patients waiting for surgery or recovering?
Some recovering, some waiting.
It is a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's kind of awesome. I mean, if you're going to get sick, come here.
Right?
And there are few other options. Hospital beds in Malawi are scarce, and children often have to compete with adults for things like intensive care.
What about this little guy?
Kidney cancer. So far has had 3 operations now.
Madonna didn't know much about Malawi when she made her first trip here in 2006.
I did have to look it up on a map, I'm not gonna lie. This is a very small country bordered
small.
by Mozambique and Zambia. And it was the best trip I ever made.
Why?
Because it changed my life.
Home of Hope Orphanage is crowded and dirty. It felt like a small city run by kids.
Horrified by what she saw, Madonna made this documentary and went on to found Raising Malawi, a charity dedicated to child education and health care.
His name is David. His mother had died in childbirth.
She also met and adopted a critically ill baby, David Banda, and a girl, Mercy James, after clearing legal hurdles for both.
I made that promise to Mercy that I was gonna come back and make sure that she didn't grow up in an orphanage.
This year, she adopted twin girls. Madonna also has 2 older children, Lourdes, 20, and 17-year-old Rocco, who was on hand painting a mural.
It's looking good. Very nice job.
Is your family complete with 6 children?
Who knows? I never say never.
Does becoming a mom heal you in a sense too?
Of course it does. I get to become the mom I never had.
Madonna was only 5 years old when she lost her mother to breast cancer in 1963. She says the trauma of that loss fueled her rebellious nature and her famous desire to push the envelope.
When I was younger, I just used to say things, do crazy things.
Just to be provocative.
Just to be a punk. Just to irritate people.
Why?
I don't know. Because that's part of growing up, isn't it?
Her spirit is the same, but her focus has changed.
Is what she has
She's
curable?
paralyzed. No, that's irreversible, unfortunately. Yeah.
In Malawi, the UN estimates that around 1 million adults have AIDS and that around 500,000 children are orphans because of it. Madonna says her desire to help them was shaped by what she saw happen to AIDS patients in New York in the 1980s.
I went to St. Vincent's Hospital and I saw emaciated men dying in beds by themselves, nobody touching them, nobody holding them. And I just started laying down on beds with them and putting my arms around them and taking care of them and showing them love and warmth and affection. And so that stayed in my head. So when I came here and found history repeating itself, I also felt it's my responsibility. I have to take care of these kids.
Back here, they're not so much concerned with how Madonna chose Malawi, only that she did.
What did you know about Madonna before you met her?
I'd say not an awful lot. This is, direct result of late access to healthcare. If he'd been given some antibiotics, right away, he'd have been absolutely fine.
Pediatric surgeon Eric Borgstein grew up in Malawi. For most of his career, he's had too many patients and too little to treat them with. So when he got to know Madonna, he asked for the moon.
And you figured Madonna would say no.
Well, no, we thought she might say yes. We hoped. Yeah.
He now has the means to train new surgeons, so doctors like Tia Kapalamula can get the experience they need.
How's your baby?
Good. The more you operate, the more experience you get, and the more good you become.
So you're just going to become a better and better doctor.
Exactly.
Is the bone okay?
The bone is fine, but the muscles are exposed.
It's a huge investment. You get it right in the beginning of their lives, and they go through life normally.
And that's the hope, is that these kids will just be able to lead normal lives.
Absolutely, yeah. As is their right.
Should we get out of here with our big ugly cameras? Yes.
She's admittedly a control freak, but at 59, she says the experience of building a hospital here has taught her patience.
So initially we took skin from the cheek and folded it in.
I've learned to embrace feeling uncomfortable.
That wasn't always the case.
No.
How did you used to be?
Well, I just used to get really upset. And didn't you watch Truth or Dare?
Of course I did.
Okay, well, then watch it again.
You may recall that she blew up over a faulty microphone in the 1991 documentary.
Get to you. Why did you never do it before? Put me on their frequency and mother.
Freaking out about my sound going bad, oh my God, it's like every night.
Still though, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it still have to be perfect in that sense?
It really depends how much sleep I've had, what's going on in my life, but I do think I'm able to handle things with a little bit more grace than I used to. Let them wait.
Grace, maybe. But the Madonna we met was as feisty and combative as ever.
I'm not rushing. This is my first walkthrough. We worked hard for this. Resistance makes you stronger. If everyone says yes to you all the time, eventually you're just gonna stop trying.
But it must be
exhausting.
Exhausting.
It is, but I'm tough. Come on, let's duke it out.
Oh no, I'm not gonna take you on.
I'm the embodiment of whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, yeah.
Hey guys.
The new center is relatively small, only around 50 beds. But what they really seem to have built here is
What do you want to do?
hope.
It's a good beginning.
Could this have been done without Madonna?
Definitely not. No way. It turned out beautifully yesterday.
It's amazing. Wow.
What do you hope the name Madonna means?
Mother of God. Isn't that what it means?
In your case, what do you hope it means?
It
when
means
people
that at the
hear that
Vatican.
name.
I don't know. Lots of words are popping in my head.
You can say them all. It doesn't have to be a one-word answer.
Okay. Tough girl from Detroit. Good mother. Resilient. Tenacious. Made a difference.